Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. So today in this video we are going to learn how we can combine and use the Salesforce SOQL queries in Visualforce pages. So in Salesforce we can combine Apex code and SOQL queries to fetch data directly from the database. So in this video I will show you how to create a Visualforce page that runs SOQL query to fetch filter data and display it on a page. So first let me show you a demo Visualforce page that I have created in which I have fetched the account records with the help of applied condition in the SOQL query. So this is the Visualforce page and the data you can see on this Visualforce page is fetched from the SOQL query in which I have added a condition that when the annual revenue is greater than 100k, then those account will be fetched with the help of SOQL query, and then using a controller class those record will be displayed in the Visualforce page. So by combining SOQL inside an Apex controller and binding that to a Visualforce page, we can display dynamic filter data. So here to create a Visualforce page, I'm going to take the same example where we will display a list of accounts, but only those with the annual revenue greater than 100k. So first we will create the Apex controller. So here I will click on the gear icon and here select developer console. So here we will create an Apex class. So for that click on the file and here select new and then select Apex class. So here I'm going to name this Apex class as count SOQL controller and then click on the OK button. So with this we will get this public class account SOQL controller. So this class will act as a custom controller for our Visualforce page. So inside this I will create a variable that is account list. So this is the list of account records, and the get set part means we can read and write the values to this variable. So basically this is where our SQL query results will be stored. And now I've written a constructor. So every time we create a class, we create a constructor also. So with the same name of the class, I'm going to create the constructor over here. So it will be public. So with this, we have also written a constructor. So constructor is a special method that runs automatically when a class is created. So in this case, it will run when the Visualforce page will load. And inside the controller, I'm going to define the SQL query that will fetch the account records for the accounts where annual revenue is greater than 100k. So for that, I will use the account list that is over here, in which we are going to store the records. So in the account list, we will store the records according to the query, that is select ID, name, phone, annual revenue from account where annual revenue is greater than 100k. And after this, I will use the order by clause to arrange the list of records according to the annual revenue in descending order. So it will be order by annual revenue and in descending order. So with this we have created our controller class, and now whenever this controller is used in a Visualforce page, it will automatically fetch a filtered list of accounts and store them in the account list that we have defined over at this ACC list. So after creating the controller class, we will create the Visualforce page. So for that I will navigate to the Salesforce org. So here from the setup page of Salesforce Lightning, go to the quick find box and in here search and select Visualforce pages. And here in the setup of Visualforce pages, click on the new button, and here we have to enter the label and the name. So I'm going to label it as fetch accounts. So here in the code editor we will define the Visualforce page. So here I will use the starting tag of the Visualforce page, that is Apex page, and here I will name the controller class that we have created equals to, so the controller class was account SQL controller. So we have to enter the same name over here in the Visualforce page. So by mentioning the controller over here, we are linking this page this Visualforce page to the Apex class we have just created. So that means the page can now access the account list variable that contains our SOQL query results. And after this, I will add h1 tag to display the title for the Visualforce page. So inside the h1, I will write high revenue accounts and then close the h1 tag. And here I am using the Apex page block. So this is a Salesforce style container, and I am giving it a title so that it look like a proper section. So inside this, I will add the title, that is accounts with revenue greater than 100K. And now comes the important part. Here we are going to define the field that we will display in the Visualforce page. So for that we will use Apex page block table. So this is the table that displays the records in the rows and the column. And here we will add the value, that is account list, that is fetched from the controller class. So the value account list means it will take the data from our list of accounts in the controller, and variable account means for each row in the table the current account record will be referred to as ACC. And after this we will create the first column of the table to display the account name. So for that I will use the tag, that is Apex column, and here value will be acc.name, and the header for this column will be account name. So this column will display the name of the fetched account. And after this I will add more columns, that is for the account phone and account revenue. So from here I will copy, and instead of account name I will replace it with account phone, and the header value will be phone. And in the same way the last column will display the account annual revenue. So it will be ACC annual revenue, and here the header value will be again annual revenue. And after this I will close the tag for the Apex page. So with this we have created the Visualforce page, and now this page will display all accounts with annual revenue greater than 100K. So here I will save this Visualforce page. So with this we have saved the Visualforce page, and now we can see the preview. So in the preview you will see the records of the account where annual revenue is greater than 100K. So this is how you can use SOQL queries in a Visualforce page to fetch and display the filtered data from Salesforce. So let's see how we can display this Visualforce page on any of the account record page or the app page. So in this example, I'm going to display it on the sales application page, that is the custom application I have created. So here I'm going to display this Visualforce page. So for that, click on the gear icon and here select edit page. And in the Lightning App Builder, I will drag and drop the Visualforce component to the page canvas. So here we will select the Visualforce page name. So it will be fetch account records, fetch accounts. And here we will again click on the save button and then go back to the record page. And here on the sales app page, you can see this is the Visualforce page that we have created right now. So that's how you can use SQL queries in Visualforce page to fetch and display the filter data from Salesforce. And this method is useful for reports, dashboards, or custom pages where you only want to display specific record. So this was all about using SQL queries in Visualforce pages. And I hope that you have liked this video. Then please do like, share, and subscribe us. And do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get regular updates of our upcoming videos. And thank you for giving your time and watching this video till last. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.